Forsaken has maps. Crazy concept, right? An even crazier thing is just how unbalanced said maps are. Some of them are infamous for being bad, like Planet Voss, but what about all the other maps? Are all of the maps bad, or is Planet Voss just a big outlier? That's the question I sought out to answer in this video, where I'll be ranking all of the maps on a tier list by how balanced they are for both killer and survivor. Anyways, let's get right into the video by starting off with Ultimate Assassin Grounds.
Make sure to make Fire Jason one of the maps.
Just put him in the very bottom left corner.
Fire Jason's a web P. He's so powerful, not even Photoshop can handle him. Ultimate Assassin Grounds. My first thought is this map is a little bit more favorable to the survivors, simply because of the cave loop.
I'd say Survivor side simply because cave loops are very hard counter for 1x and John Doe, whilst the wall loop is a counter for Jason, Corkid, and Noli.
And if you have a Taff or a Builder Man on this fucking map, it's over. It's just
the only non-survivor side thing this map has is starting out. You starting out as this map, it's very easy to just get jump scared by the killer.
This is like kind of like similar to Cool Carnival, where like the best bet is literally just wait and see what the killer does. Rating Ultimate Assassin Grounds first is also interesting because like I feel like this will kind of set the standard for how we rate all the other maps, if that makes sense. Do we think this is like a B tier? Do we think it's like a C?
It could definitely use improvements overall. It has a lot of loop spots, so I feel like it is a lot more survivor sided.
I would say one of the only ones that are hard countered by this map at times is 1x, but 1x is hard countered by a set of stairs, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, this map is also very anti-1x. So I'd say B.
To be fair, all of them are.
I'm thinking B.
I'm thinking B. B could be the baseline for like there's a noticeable lean and balance.
Okay, so what? So like A
S is perfectly
like,
balanced.
Yeah, S is perfectly balanced. A is pretty well balanced. B, there's like some issues. C, it's pretty bad. D, Planet Boss, and yours.
D, I was thinking Eurex and Planet Boss, yeah. We don't even need to talk about them, just cut to there.
We're just gonna wait till we get to them to explain why. It's just gonna be us tearing into Planet Boss for like 5 minutes. It'll be great.
Eurex is just gonna cut to like a 5-minute, speed up obviously, 5-minute clip of a poor Jason.
Hey guys, it's King of Pranks here. Today I made a Discord server. You guys should join. Oh God, why? Next up is the Tempest. Now, right away, I'm just biased because I don't like this fucking map. I hate this map.
There have like 2 loops on this map.
I find there's no strong ones, but there are some that you can hold for like a minute or 2.
The main kind of structure building, that's a pretty decent loop, but with the way the killer walls are set up, the killer does have like a lot of opportunities to cut you off.
Yeah, there are like mini loops, like 2 loop spots, but in every single one of them, the killer can just wait at them, get all the stamina back, and then you can't do anything about it, especially if it's Jason or something. They will catch up no matter what, so it's very killer-sided.
Let's not say that medkits seem to be fucking impossible to find on this map, but there's Bloxy Colas in every corner.
Oh yeah, I still don't know the fucking medkit spawns on this map. On this map, okay, it does feel like the Bloxy Colas are easy to find, but the medkits, I have a hard time finding the medkits on this map. It's really hard to find them for some reason.
Find my medkits.
Literally, it's like fucking, they hired Slender Man to hide them, bro. Like, I can't find them anywhere.
Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg level steps required to get a medkit in that map.
I do feel like this map is not to the same degree as Ultimate Assassin Grounds. I feel like it's closer to like a C, personally.
If you're a kill on this map, you kind of just win.
That being said, that main structure loop can work very well if the killer's not that great.
Well, look, I will say, a couple 1x's definitely struggle with this map because stairs.
Oh yeah, but if it's John Doe or Jason or Noli or literally anyone but 1x, you've lost.
Yeah, especially John Doe. He can literally cut off any loop spot this map has, because it has 2.
It sometimes feels like this map was made for Noli. I swear some of my best Noli lineups are in this map.
I wonder why it feels like it's made for Noli.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Next one is work at a pizza place. Okay, right away, I think this map should be in like these upper 2 tiers, honestly.
Yeah, I'm thinking A tier, because you can hit some damn nasty loops in this map.
Oh, the pizza place loop. That one is so
pizza place
strong.
Loop, there's a couple really strong loops. Even in the middle bit with the walls and the cars, you can hold some pretty damn long loops there if your team helps.
Oh yeah, just running around like the like cars or like by like that one fire pit. And but like even then, like it's not completely survivor sided. Like there's like that one area with the 2 staircases and the gen on top. Like if you get caught there, you're kind of screwed.
I'd say as many benefits as the survivors have, I'd say oddly the killers would have a benefit that matches it.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking like this map is closer to like A or S because yeah, it's strong for survivors, but it's just as strong for killer.
I am certainly leaning more A though, because of how brutal some of the loops can actually be.
Oh yeah, it is still definitely
as
more...
well as the fact that if you're caught in a bad situation, because it is slightly balanced, it's just Jova as a survivor as well.
That being said, Pizza Place loop is fucking ridiculous if you know how to do it right, and if you have good teammates.
Or if you've got a killer that tries to mind game you, but you just don't fall for it.
The Jason's trying to mind game me with his loud ass footsteps.
When they try to bait you into going one way, but you just keep going the other.
Yeah, I think overall this map is quite balanced. It just, I feel like a bit more survivor side, mainly because there's a lot of teamwork attributes to this map. Like there's amazing Builderman spots, amazing tab spots, a lot of corners for 2-timer shed to be around.
The 15 days played Fire Slasher when we simply do a 5-person loop around the pizza place.
Yeah,
Who would win, Fire Jason or Brick Wall?
Honestly though, it is one of the maps I enjoy more playing, either side.
I would say though the only big issue with work at a pizza place that I will say that I think is like really bad is literally just the pizza place loop, because it is very powerful, but at the same time I don't really know how they could change it to be more fair.
Yeah, the issue with the pizza place loop is it's either too powerful or it's not viable at all.
I will say, John Doe is great for turn-off looping, but for maps like work at a pizza place, because of all the random walls around, it's very easy to just improvise a loop spot on the run.
Oh yeah,
the John Doe can't really do anything about that anymore.
I honestly, they could never change this map, and I would be completely fine with that. Next map, okay, this one is interesting because it brings in an interesting question. Okay, are we going to take into account both versions of this map? Because the Memories version does have a few distinct differences from the normal version. The one big major difference between normal Underground War and Memories Underground War is that one box does not have the bridge across it.
That was my immediate thought. In terms of Underground War, Memories has the top half is much stronger for looping.
Oh yeah,
although to be fair, I don't think you want to loop in the bottom half.
Yeah, I will say, going anywhere but like the main like floor level underground or on that little stairway, that's quite dangerous for the survivor. On the top thing, yeah, it makes sense because you're away from any danger. But if the killer sees you there, you're kind of screwed over. But in the underground half, you might be there just wandering around and finding Jen and you're randomly jump scared by Jason.
I will say, there is one big thing. So first off, Survivor, maybe pull up something to show it, but you know, it's got the loop around one box, loop around the big wall, move back around the one box. With Memories version, you can just alternate between the 2 boxes and the big wall, if we're getting me. Because all 3 are really strong loop points. But one thing that does lean it slightly into killer is how they've changed the terror radius, because you can just drop on top of people and gash and win.
This map is weird because the top half I would say is more survivor sided, but the bottom half is completely killer sided.
Yet again, both halves are fuck you 1x.
Well, yeah, this entire map is just fuck you 1x. This is just a massive middle finger to 1x.
Personally, I don't think it's that bad for 1x.
I will also point out the fact that the main counter for 1x, at least throughout the game, you know, before chase, when you're just, you know, either during the setup or if you've got nothing else to do, which is just sitting on the ramps, I'm pretty sure you can't do that anymore. So the game felt bad for 1x and now kicks you if you try.
Yeah, if you try to stand on the ramps, you get kicked for flying.
Yeah, do we factor that into our ranking?
Yeah, do we factor that in?
I mean, we kind of have to, no?
Since it's a bug, I'd say it's a maybe.
Okay, but let's be real. That one thing, that one bug that where you can get kicked for flying by standing on the ramps, that's such a big deal to the point where I feel like we need to incorporate it in the rating because
it also reminds me of an LMS I lost because I was standing on the ramp to start.
Yeah, you just got kicked by the anti-cheat for flying.
It's weird because to put it for more killer-sided, there is some nice like slasher jump, like Behead and Raging Pace jumps you can do on this map.
Yeah.
One of the only maps you can do that on.
This is okay. Underground War is it's so unique. It's by far the most unique map in the game right now.
Does it
Not hard to
lean
rate.
either way in terms of balancing? Because I feel like all the strengths one has, the other side does have a strength that counters that. You know, you've got the fact you can only really loop around one of the boxes in the base map. So, as killer, you can try fucking psych them out and end up forcing them into a bad situation through that.
Yeah, or if you're John Doe and you just do John Doe things. I really don't know what tier to put this map in. It's so...
I feel like it's maybe
thinking-
A, but I'm thinking more B.
Yeah, I'm thinking anywhere from A to B, realistically, as well.
I think we're just gonna slap it in B, honestly. Like, it does definitely have some issues. I do feel like Underground War overall is just like a B. I don't think it's an A or it's definitely not S. For what the map is, because I mean, it's quite obvious what they were going for with this map. You know, a smaller map, but it's bigger vertically, you know. It is definitely unique in that regard, and it does do a decent job at that. I just feel like with the way the map is, it is also just kind of a really hard map to make entirely balanced. But I do feel like what we have, like the current version of Underground War, I feel like it's pretty good. Now, if we were talking about pre-rework Underground War, that shit would have been D. That shit would have been off the tier list.
I don't even remember that. What was that one again?
Bad.
It was very bad, yeah.
Did I just fully block my memories of it or something?
Good. Good. It was
Like, I do
awful.
not remember a single thing of pre-rework. I'm gonna be real. Like, I just suppressed those memories. Must have played a round of 1x on it or something.
It traumatized you so hard you didn't want to think about it no more. Oh.
Planet Voss? Hold on.
Hold on.
Great
That
to be.
freaking map that I
Planet Voss? Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate Planet Voss since I began to live. There are 287.44 million studs of hallucination PNGs that fill your mind. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of studs, it would not equal 1 billionth of the hate that I feel for Planet Voss at this nanosecond for you alone. Hate.
Bro, think
Sorry, I didn't have to do that.
Let me explain why Planet Voss is bad. Okay, in a very simple explanation. The map is a big circle. You wanna know the interesting thing about circles? No matter where you go around the circle, if the killer's in the center of the circle, they can just cut you off. There's literally nowhere that you can go without getting cut off. There is no concrete, solid, good loops on this map. You kind of just have to wing it. There's no solid loop where if you're getting chased, they're like, yes, go here. You kind of just have to say, fuck it, we ball and just hope. Yeah.
Solid D tier.
Yeah, this map has gotten multiple reworks, and it's still ass.
It went from very strongly survivor-sided, worst balanced map for the killers to now worst balanced map for the survivors.
Yeah, this map is awful. As 1x, I mean, yeah, there is some elevation, and I mean, 1x is the only killer that's just kind of mid on this map. But every other killer, you
Funny
just
when you
lose.
which is funny when you think about it, because pre-rework, this was a 1x main's wet dream.
Yeah, because the map was just flat. There was no elevation outside of the rocket ships, and they don't even bring you up that high. And even after that rework, this map is still just horrible. If it's adjacent, reset. If it's nully, reset. If it's Cool Kid, reset.
I would say 90% of my fast deaths on this map are specifically Pursuer Jasons. For some reason, their head specifically is so damn hard to read on specifically this map.
I think it's just because Planet Voss is ass. And honestly, I think everyone knows
I'm
the map is
blaming
ass.
I'm blaming Pursuer because I don't like playing against Pursuer.
Damn, what did Pursuer ever do to you? He just wants some pressure.
Pursuer hit me from a good 20 sheds away with a single behead. I think this is earned.
If you were hungry, you'd do the same.
I mean, yeah. No, if I was hungry, I'd fucking start floating over Survivor.
You do the FNAF 2 5G jump scare at their ass.
Completely off subject. How many Foxy units do you think there will be of Guest 666?
Yeah, but I don't think anything else needs to be said about Planet Voss. The map could be deleted and no one would be upset.
The only people who will be upset are those Cool Kid mains who can only win on this map.
Next map, Horror Hotel. Okay.
I don't remember really having any like bad experience as killer on this map, but as survivor I must say that no matter where you are, aside from being the outside area, you're safe because every single part of this map is a loop spot.
Yeah,
Unless it's John
weird
Doe.
Because how do I
Yeah.
put it? John Doe and 1x are incredibly strong on this map, but this map also has the strongest John Doe and 1x loops.
Yeah, this map's another case of really strong for both sides. Now, if it's Jason, good luck for Jason. Good luck to you if you're Jason and you get this map, honestly.
1x on the other hand, if you miss one entanglement, you're fucked.
Well, yeah, because you're gonna miss one entanglement and suddenly they're gonna be in fucking Africa, fucking millions of miles away from you.
Yeah, like
And they can just
like-
keep on running away because no matter where they are, it's a loop spot.
you miss. Yeah, 1x being so slow means you miss a single entanglement on this map, and they've already booked their flight to Kazakhstan.
There's only 2 areas of this map where you are dead no matter what as survivor, and that's both of like the little rooms from the hallways. Overall, I feel like this map is a bit more favorable to the survivors because yeah, it's extremely strong for John Doe and it can be strong for 1x, but for Jason and Cool Kid specifically, like they can struggle a lot on this map. Noli's okay because he can teleport, but also the other thing I gotta point out about this map that makes it better in my opinion, it has pages on it. It has Slenderman's pages. Yeah, but I do feel like overall for Hotel it's okay. Honestly, it's okay. It's definitely not work at a pizza place tier, but it's also not Tempest. You know, I think it's just kind of
I'm
average.
at a weird spot. I'm at a weird spot where I wouldn't put it B, but I wouldn't put it A.
Yeah, and I also wouldn't put it
I'm
in
only
C.
thinking more S to A. I'm thinking more A though.
Really?
Because in my eyes, it's too balanced to be B.
I mean, have you ever like lost on this map and said like I lost because I got this map? I didn't lose because I just wasn't good enough. Yeah, I'd put it A.
Yeah,
I don't think
I'd
it's that
put A.
bad.
I mean, okay. I think A is pretty fair.
Also-
I don't think it's to the same tier as work at a pizza place, but okay, they're
mean,
just
to be
they're-
It's also not the
In
same
most-
tier as like Ultimate Assassin Grounds or Underground War.
like yeah,
as
like
well.
what I was gonna say is like okay, work at a pizza place is on the high end of A, horror hotels on the lower end of A. The next map is Glass Houses. Now this is I have the old render. Hold on, let me get the new render for Glass Houses. Okay, Glass Houses. I feel like this map's not bad. It's definitely not C or D. I can say that.
I would say Glass Houses is definitely more balanced. Like, as much as I hate to say it, it's more balanced now that they've heavily nerfed the wall loop.
Oh yeah, and also just a bunch of other changes, like that big glass building that has gin on it. That's kind of like that's what I was talking about right there. That's what I was talking about. I feel like the addition of that and just a bunch of the other small changes they made to this map made it a lot better. And a big thing that I want to point out is the fact that they actually made this map not pitch fucking black in some areas anymore. That was a
and
big change.
The single best bit about this map, I'm sorry, as a survivalist player, someone who usually plays survivalist, the single best fucking bit of the map is no one seems to know this medkit spawn exists. So you've just got a
I
free
didn't
medkit,
even
which
know that
is
was
insane.
there. What the hell? I will say another thing about this map that needs to be pointed out. That entire area, next to that mountain, like that entire left side of the map is just a death zone.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Like, yes,
although-
there are some good loop spots for survivors, but if you go on the other side of the map at all and the killer's chasing you, they can so easily zone you and you can't do anything about it because if you try and run away farther, congratulations, you're zoned someplace else now.
I do think Glass Houses is a bit killer sided though. It's not
Yeah.
Oh,
bad.
100%.
It's not Planet Voss bad. It's nowhere near that bad, but it is definitely a little bit killer sided.
Is it Tempest or not Tempest level, would you say? I'd say this has some strong survivor setups in that as well.
It's weird because I don't think Glass Houses is a bad map, but I kind of leaning more towards C.
Question.
I don't feel like this map is to the same degree as Underground War or Ultimate Assassin Grounds. I do feel like it's a little bit closer to like Tempest, but if it is C tier, it's like a high C tier though. So the next map, this one will be very fast. It's Yorick's. Straight into
No,
D
I'd
tier.
say, but it's a first one that's survivor-sided in the low
Yeah,
bracket.
okay. It's like the opposite Planet Boss. Planet Boss is D tier because it's extremely killer sided. Yorick's is D tier because it is extremely survivor sided. If you lose on this map, it's either A, the killer was just way better than you, or B, your teammates just didn't help. You never lose on this map because of the map itself as survivor. Like, does that make sense? Like, the loops on this map are so fucking overpowered that if you know how to loop, you know stamina management, and if you're good at the game, it's almost impossible for you to lose on this map. You can literally just go to the graveyard. You can just go to the graveyard, sit in like the back area and just sit there all game. Show an experienced Jason main Yorick's and they will start shaking and crying. Whenever the 666 Veronica update comes out, I am hoping that they fix this map. Like, it needs to be fixed so fucking badly. I would say Yorick's is worse than Planet Voss. Next map is Cool Carnival. All right, this map's going straight in S tier.
It's got some strong loops as well, but
Cool Carnival is just, it is the closest map to perfection, honestly. Because here's the thing.
I feel like this is best summarized with how 1x works on this map. Most of it is flat, where no matter where the survivors are, you can probably use your abilities just fine without having to really worry like, oh, they might go on elevation or like this just might be out of each of them. There are 2 points of elevation on this map where you can clearly see like, oh, they can just have elevation. Can't affect them. Oh well, I'll just go to them.
correct me if I'm wrong as well, but both of them have lineups, right? As 1x?
Yeah.
And plus, here's the other thing. The Ferris wheel standing up there is extremely dangerous because there's only like 2 exits and both of them give you fall stacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like a great way to summarize this map is that most of it's like pretty good for both sides, and there are like some points where it kind of counteracts them just to make them not too strong, just with 1x. This isn't a completely flat map. There are some points of elevation where the survivor is safe, and the 1x actually has to go to them to get them. But once they get them, they'll probably not be on elevation anymore.
To add on to Cool Carnival, I'd say it has very strong, but also very counterable loops.
Yeah, like, okay, the cake house is, okay, for me, the cake house is like my main loop. And like, yeah, it is a good loop, but the issue with it is you will never maintain much distance from the killer. It is a very tight loop.
This wall, I'd say, very strong against Jason and Cool Kid to an extent. You're fucked against the other 2 killers though.
There is no killer or survivor that is bad on Cool Carnival. Even like Jason. Like, yeah, sure, there's some loop spots, but none of them give you really much distance. Like, the best one against Jason is probably that wall, and even then, in comparison to some of the other loops in this game, that wall is comparatively really fair for Jason.
This map is a mix of thinking, mind gaming, and being able to think, like, practically beyond on the fly.
Yeah, like, if you win on this map, it's because you played well. It's either because you played well or there's just like a skill difference. You rarely ever win on this map due to some bullshit related to the map itself. To go even further to show how well balanced this map, the item spawns. You know, there's that one medkit spawn that's at like the exit tunnel. If you get caught there as survivor, you're screwed. But it adds a risk to it. You have to go there to find a medkit, but you run the risk of getting cut off there.
I will say, I was initially kind of pissed about them nerfing the cake house loop, but now, honestly, it's one of the things that actually pushes this to S instead of just A. Cool Carnival is the kind of map I want to yap about how good it is, but at one point, everyone just knows it's good. You're just kind of yapping to yap at this point.
Everyone knows this map's good. If there's anyone writing a comment about how Cool Carnival's bad, I'm gonna be honest, you just have a skill issue.
Although I am gonna say,
The next map, and the second to last one, Brandon Works.
I have so much to say about Brandon Works. The 1x player in me immediately says D. If you're 1x, or I think one other killer, it's just an instant loss. There is nothing you can do. There's no winning it.
Yeah, okay. Brandon Works is carried by the castle loop for the survivors. The thing with Brandon Works, yeah, the castle tower is very strong. And like, okay, I'm gonna be honest, Brandon Works is definitely survivor sided. Like, even without the castle, like all, you know, like that area kind of like to the right of the castle, if you're looking from killer spawn, where there's all like the wooden walls and stuff, like even that area is like a really good loop. Like all the wooden, basically almost every area of this map can be a good loop spot, with the exception of like the area like way in the back and killer spawn.
In my personal opinion, this is another one of the Noli playground ones though. This one is somehow Noli sided.
This map is
all the good loops can be heavily countered by either a good Void Rush or a good Nova.
Yeah, okay, this map is one of the most divisive between the killers. Jason and 1x get their asses whooped by this map, but Noli and John Doe can do really good on this map because especially with John Doe, he can shut off the entire castle tower loop, and he can shut off like that loop around like the middle stone structure.
Yeah,
With just
full
digital
honesty,
footprint.
if I'm 1x and I get this map, just immediate escalar into. I'm gonna be honest. Jason, if you're a competent Jason, you can win this, but it sure as hell gonna be stressful the entire damn time.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be fucking locked in. You're gonna be like that one video of like the dude sweating profusely. I will say, if you are going against a coordinated team on Brandon Works and they're all at the castle tower and you aren't John Doe, you lose. Like you literally just lose. Like the main tower loop is so fucking strong if you do not have any way to shut it down. Like it's another one of those loops where you can't really mind game. You just have to brute force it. It's one of those ones.
Yeah.
Like I said, unless you're John Doe or Noli, the castle tower is literally just a safe spot for the survivors and you just have to accept that. And like you can't mind game people off because there's only 2 ways up and both of them are extremely predictable and people will know you're going up to it. And what makes this map even more unfair is like, okay, this map has Builderman. Oh, I'm recording the map tier list.
How do I keep missing this every fucking time? I'm so
It's
stupid.
so real,
like
though.
right as I'm on the second to last map.
God, fuck!
Say hi to YouTube, Vinny.
I'm real mad actually. I'm actually pissed. I'm actually so pissed. I personally fucking like playing this map. It's pretty balanced, honestly, besides like fucking John Doe, I guess, but yeah.
Okay,
1x. This map hard counts as 1x first off.
and Jason. This map, it is not work at a pizza place levels balance. It is not cool carnival. It's like
Well, yeah.
ultimate assassin grounds. It's like B. This map's like a B tier. Okay, well that's enough of Brandon Works. The last map is Pirate Bay. This map's okay.
Actually, freshly pretty balanced, honestly.
I would say Pirate Bay doesn't have any long loops, but that's possibly for the better because it forces you to change your loop pretty consistently.
If the killer's smart, they can very easily cut you off because of the way that the killer walls are set up. And like the main like broken down building like here on like the left, that area, like yeah, you're safe from 1x kind of.
Reminds me
But-
of the single funniest thing. A, 1x lineups and sniping people with that are the funniest damn way to hit them. And second, people who camp up there when it's a John Doe.
Yeah, okay. That's the thing with that spot. Like sitting up there is only like okay against Jason, and even then it's not great because the fall stagger, he's gonna catch up.
It's honestly a noob trap, I can't lie.
Yeah, but okay.
No, you'll be surprised how many people camp up there.
Yeah, they think it's like a good spot, but it's like secretly one of probably the worst loop spots, I'd say.
Yeah, no, that
I'd say
broken
it's
down
the
house is
worst spot to
horrible. A spot that I feel like a lot of people kind of underestimate is sitting in the far back of the house on like that little part where you can fall down without the drop stagger, because Jason has to run around and run all the way around that platform, and then that's plenty of time for you to run away and you don't get fall stagger. That's like the only time that spot is okay, but for every other
it's not-
situation it's horrible. I don't know, this map's weird because it's like the entire map is just kind of a big loot spot, but it's done in such a way to where the killer can, if the killer is smart, they can easily win just from the killer walls, because the killer walls
I will
are,
say one of my favorite damn things about the map is the entire map is the loop.
like it's a strong loop, but it's not unfair. Like the killer can very easily cut you off if you start like getting careless or not thinking. Like you can get very easily cut off and killed. Where are we thinking about putting this? I'm honestly thinking B.
I would say A tier.
I'm
It
thinking
deserves
A.
it. It's such a balanced map for like every killer besides Jason, but
Okay.
it's Jason.
And
I
even
will
then,
say-
Jason, you've honestly just got to outplay the survivors as Jason.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still
Say it.
relatively fair as Jason. It's just a lot less, I guess, fair than the other killers.
One thing I do just want to like say again, yeah, work on a pizza place isn't the same tier as these two, but work on a pizza place, I think this map is the best A tier map. But anyway, so I hope you guys like the tier list. The whole tier list is fire Jason now.
What the fuck?
It's the most balanced.